season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Air Force Falcons. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Falcons have been waiting and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Ohio State's offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason. I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on it. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got him. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
gives it on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Falcons offense has the ball for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you,
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. It's been a great way for the service academies to stay relevant in major college football by having prolific ground game.
Yeah, then those ground games are a pain in everybody's you-know-what. I mean, they drive you nuts, the triple option, because so much discipline. I mean, they're so good at running what they do. They don't do a lot, but they're going to hit you right in the mouth and run the football.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Falcons will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. He's got him this time. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the 1st down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there were...
He holds it in, and nobody's close. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Off play action. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were. And the back knew exactly what he had to get 6.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. RPO complete to open the drive. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll give it to the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. The give from the gun. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a...
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gets it out quickly. It's a fumble. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
The RPO fire complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to...
think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick off.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way, but
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And they'll pick up the first. And mark it at the 47. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he just overshot it. And threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Snagged in the middle. It's Salter. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And decision will be questioned for a while. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse.
You know, quarterbacks practice ball security as well throughout the week, and he has to do a better job. Two hands on the ball. He knows this defense is trying to rip it out. They're trying to get a hat on the football. He's lucky that he was able to recover his own fumble there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Complete to the right. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Wants to throw on third down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. And it's right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Arkansas is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's been running hog wild since the opening kickoff. They're on 14 over the Judicials. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball.
Wide open, he makes the catch. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Falcons come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to fire. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Out of the gun, the give to the back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's not... But what a play to come up with the interception.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get a really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making the big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't.
There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Caught. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. They'll immediately call timeout. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll close the gap to 14. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Colorado Springs. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Falcon Stadium.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create...
Breaks into the open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out.
Breaks away on the left. Powers through. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Well, you don't see too many runs inside bust open like that one did. It usually means somebody blew an assignment.
Man, and it's a bad feeling when you got that running back coming to the second level, full head of steam, nobody grabbing a hold of him. That's when he can make you miss, make you look...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
It's complete to the left. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Sometimes it's not a... Fancy play design, it's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The snap sets up to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Salter. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football. And get some positive yards.
And the Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Falcons are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll go to the ground. Sweet cut there. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with it. Forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. The left. Can think of as nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on 3rd down. rides to back and leaves it. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Back to pass. The screen, and watch out. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical. Turning to the running game here on third and goal.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got...
Turning it on. Ripping through the defense. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
There's so many guys on this offense that can hurt you for explosive plays. You saw a huge gain there coming on the ground.
And the defense sort of, at some point, a couple of guys said, yeah, I'm not going to catch him. Let me just coast on in on this one.
You've got to make the first attempted tackle. If you don't get this guy down on the ground right away, you better have lots of bodies running towards him because he will kill you with his speed.
And the Falcons will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Run it with the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Falcons.
No monkey business. First down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before. Up some valuable ground. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. There he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. Once he got a step, it was all over. To the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a great return, and he flipped. Field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Nice catch on the sideline and great effort to stay in bounds.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get 1st downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now we crank the tempo back in.
Intentional ground offense.
The officials offer. And the coach accepts it, they will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Denson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Air Force!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
He can't make the catch, and over the middle of the field, sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's 3rd down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Lofts one high and deep. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are, he'll try to take it back. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to...
Touchdown, Falcons! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Soft spot in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Snagged out of the air. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
One possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit, affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And the defense. Right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense not fooled there in a 2-minute situation. This offense trying to go quick game, trying to catch some blocks to see if they can spring that guy, but the defensive pursuit just too good on that one.
He wants to throw it again. He caught it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to run for it. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Let's it fly. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. That's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting, but now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
From the gun, the running back has it. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Falcons inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams.